light it up, roll it up. In the
That sounded like some Cypress Hill.
That was some Cypress Hill, yep.
That hits from the bong?
No. That was from Friday.
Trying to think.
Yep.
I thought it was either hits from the bong or I want to get high.
No, that's roll it up, light it up, smoke it up, inhale, exhale. From the soundtrack to Friday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. Now, if you're doing that, good luck to you guys. Obviously, you're not working. So.
Oh, it's getting late.
It's getting late.
Late in the afternoon.
Those DJs they ain't made their way in yet, but.
Hopefully it's not raining its ass off when we leave.
That's probably what they're doing in the parking lot.
I ain't going inside till the rain fucking quits, man.
Yeah. My fro's gonna get fucked up. That's probably exactly what they're saying.
New kids out there going, fuck, I'm going in. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, damn sure. Ain't no shit about that. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna throw that in there, you know what I'm saying?
I like me some Cypress Hill.
Yeah, some good old Cypress Hill on a Taco Tuesday. We didn't even mention now, it's Taco Tuesday.
It is.
It is Taco Tuesday.
9.5 for supper tonight.
Yeah, all I got is this goddamn peanut butter. So we're gonna figure out. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the store. I don't know, man. Yep. But I do have a Wendy's cheeseburger here, so this is from earlier. So I have something.
Wait, what? You holding out on me? Oh, man, you holding over there.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
It's a junior bacon cheeseburger.
Now you got me one of the Baconator.
I totally forgot I had this motherfucker, to be quite honest. I really did, man. It was in my office. I was like, I went in there while we were on the break, and I was like, what's this Wendy's bag? Oh, shit, I forgot I got that earlier. Yeah, because, I went to the drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
And did we talk about that? The motherfucker in the drive-thru?
Yeah. Walking through?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was like, about hit him with my truck. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? The weirdest thing is you could have just walked on in and placed an order.
Tom was somewhere during COVID. And he was at a hotel next to a McDonald's.
Yeah.
And he had his big truck with a 30-foot trailer on the back, loaded. And it was COVID. So the store, the McDonald's and stuff were closed, he thought. But he said, I walked over there and I tried the door. And the door was locked, but there was people in there working.
Okay.
So I thought, well, shit, I'm just going to walk around to the drive-thru. He walked around to make his order, and they're like, sir, what are you doing? He said, I'm going to order my food. Well, you need a vehicle to order your food. He said, I'm next door at the hotel. I'm just ordering some food. I can't come in. Well, sir, you can't order food without a vehicle. He said, are you at the drive-thru window? And she goes, yeah. He goes, do you see the orange truck sitting next door with the big, long trailer on it? Yeah. Do you think that fucking thing could go through the drive-thru? And she's like, okay, come to the next window.
Yeah, what you need.
Yeah, we got you.
I was in Taco Bell's drive-thru, and I got rear-ended by a human being. Guy walked right in the back of my fucking car. And then he threw a bitch fit and said I slammed on the brakes.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah, so when I saw a fucking little Buki going through the fucking drive-thru, and standing there and with his phone in his hand, I'm like, they're always asking you, did you place an order on the mobile app,
Speaking of people walking, when I had my 84 Mazda with the convertible top,
yeah,
I didn't have my ProNet on it yet, so I didn't have the tailgate on it.
Okay.
Had my roll pan and everything on it that I had to make because they didn't make one for it. And me and my buddy was at this girl's house. We were trying to go out for the night, but he wanted to stop us to see this girl for a while first. Well, they're playing grab ass on the front porch, and I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes on for about 20 more minutes. I'm really ready to go. So I said, okay, I'm going to start the truck and I'm going to back out the driveway. So I start backing down the driveway real slow in the truck. And I get to the road and he's pointing, give me a minute. So I put it in first gear and I just start idling down the road. Here he comes running down the driveway and running up behind my truck. Well, he decides he's going to run and jump in the bed of the truck. As he leaves the ground, I shift into second and give it gas.
Oh, shit.
He fucking rolled about 3 times, jumped up, shook himself off real quick, looked around to make sure his girlfriend didn't see him, and then he was like, oh, you son of a bitch, shaking his hands. Oh, it was freaking hilarious. He was so mad. You took me over, I gotta change clothes now, you asshole. I said, dude, I told you I was ready to fucking go an hour ago. He never did that again. I did though, man. I was just idling in first, and right when I seen him fucking get ready to jump in, I just fucking shifted and mashed the gas. No more truck. I never give him a chance to hit me back for that.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of fun times, like jump in the back and you give it gas and the motherfucker just eats shit, you know?
Well, I got trouble having 14 people in that same truck on the strip one night.
Yeah, you can't do that shit no more.
Oh, there's 3 of us in the front, and it was bucket seats. I pulled into McDonald's, and McDonald's always had a cop.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all hung out there. Well, Fat Boy was cool. That's what we called him, Fat Boy. That was his name. He just called me Fat Boy because he was a big old guy. And he was off that week on vacation. We had this asshole cop, a little scrawny fucker that thought, you know, he was like one of them little chihuahuas. Just barked all the time. I come pulling in. I got 14 people in the truck and drag the fucking roll band as I'm pulling in. Come pulling around. He's like, pull it over. Whatever. I pull all day down to where I'm going to park. He comes walking down. Everybody's piling out. And he's like, how many fucking people you got in this truck? 14. How many people is it illegal to carry in this truck? I said, as many as I want in the back. But you had 3 people in the front. This thing's got bucket seats. Yeah. And wait. Do those seatbelts even work now that you've got the top? Sort of. I hadn't mounted them back up on the side of the cab yet.
Yeah.
Lower. I just took them loose when I got the cab. And I hadn't drilled any hole and put them back on yet. And he's like, you don't have any mirrors on this truck. You don't have a rear view mirror or either side mirror. No, because I'm getting it ready to paint. That's why it's in primer. I'm seeing about 14 tickets I could write you tonight. Here we go.
One of those cops.
I don't want to see this thing back here tomorrow unless it's fixed. So I went home that day, took the day off work, put a license plate light on because my roll band didn't have a license plate light yet. Measured my fucking plates to make sure they were 12 inches off the ground because I knew he was going to check. Made sure all my lights worked. I put my rear view mirror back on. I'm in the driver's side mirror. Fixed my fucking seat belts. Did all kinds of shit to it. Pulled in there with one girl the next night. And I come pulling up next to him. And he's just eyeballing me. So I'm to the same place and parked. I just got out and sat on next to the truck, you know. And he comes wandering down there and he's like, where's your crew? I said, I got my ass jumped for them, so I just brought one person with me. Well, maybe I need to get my ticket book out. I said, go the fuck ahead. He starts walking around the truck and he's like, oh, you went home and did some work. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, just trying to catch a motherfucker riding dirty.
oh, man, he was. He goes, if I measure that license plate, is it going to be 12 inches off the ground? I said, it's going to be 12 and a half.
The half
you
of
measured
good
it.
measure.
He said, "Oh, you measured." I said, "Right before I came here." Because if not, I was going to move the screws up the stair, put new holes in. I wasn't worried about the back one, but the front one was a little low.
Well, I tell you what, I've said this on the radio before. I mean, I've been fucking harassed by some fucking cops, but I had one on fucking 255 leaving South County one night. Somebody, it was a whole crew of us following each other. Somebody threw something out a window. And this one person gets pulled over, everybody gets pulled over.
Yep.
This motherfucker had us all out in the fucking ditch looking for some fucking can that somebody threw out the fucking window. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, seriously? And then he didn't do that shit until about 3 of his other cop buddies showed up.
Oh no, until he had backup.
Yeah.
He might get his ass beat.
I'm running everybody's plates. And we're like, you pulled him over, not us.
Yeah. I used to have a 97 extended cab Ranger lowered.
Mm-hmm.
Bagged suicide doors. I had 20s on it. And it was my daily. Well, I usually never ran over about 60, 65 with it. Because it was a 97. It was still a beam truck. On the front.
Mm-hmm.
I had drop beams on it and everything. And when you laid it out, it cockeyed up into the fender walls, So you had to have it at a certain height before your drop beams were level. And I got this guy on my ass coming out of out of Auburn towards Waverly. I'm like, dude, get off my ass. So I kick it up to about 65, and dude's still right on my ass. So I pass a car, he passes the car too. I'm up about 75, and I pop over this little fucking hill in the road. There's a fucking state cop. Like, shit. Well, old boy was right on my ass when the state cop see me. So we see him turn around, and I go to this little gravel place that the county owns, and I just pull off. Well, he has already pulled over their guy and the guy behind him and told them to pull up there too. So they come pulling up behind me. And the cop walks straight up to me, first off. Probably thinking I was an 18-year-old kid, not 39-year-old man.
Yeah.
He walks up and he's like, "So what's going on?" I said, "I don't know. You need to ask the guy behind me." "Well, what do you mean, sir?" I said, "I was just coming out of Auburn. He was trying to push me. I sped up a little more. He was still trying to push me. I sped up a little more, and that's when you seen me." I said, "He was riding my ass dangerously close." I saw he was really, really close. I said, "Okay." I said, "How fast was I going?" Because I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to get this guy off my ass. Well, I got to 72 and a 55. I was like, "Oh, fuck." It still wasn't 20 over, so that was good. And he goes back and talks to them for a minute, goes back and talks to the car behind him for a minute, goes to his car. He goes to the first car back at the back, gives them girls, I think, a written warning, I think he said, and they take off. Then he walks past the other guys to me. I'm like, shit. And he's got tickets in his hand. He comes up and he goes, "I believe what you said." He said, "And that guy was right on your butt." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I usually don't drive this truck that fast." I said, "It's a low rider. I don't drive that fast." Which is a lie, but, sounded good. He goes, "So here's your written warning." I said, "Did those girls get a written warning too?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Please tell me you're giving them more than a written warning." He goes, "Yeah, they're getting about 5 tickets." I said, "For what?" He said, "Following too close, reckless driving, road rage, and something else." Or maybe it was 4 tickets. I was like, "Oh, shit." Okay, I'm out of here. At least he, understood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and, sometimes, cops can they can be cool. And then sometimes they can just
And he's like, I like your little truck. I was like, oh, fuck.
You know, I mean, I've always said there's different kinds of cops. There's some that's really likes what you got.
Yep.
And you fucked up, and you know you fucked up, so don't argue with them. But
Yep.
then there's the other ones that they're pissed off at the world, and you have something nicer than them, or they got a fucking issue with life.
And I've learned always just go along with them.
Yeah.
Unless I know for a fact that I did nothing fucking wrong.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, you got me, man. You got you for speeding. Yeah, I know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
And half the time I've got out of that ticket.
Yeah, and that's what I
Being
tell
honest.
people. There's no sense in
Yeah.
fucking arguing with them.
Yeah, I was speeding. I didn't even realize it. I saw, looked down and realized I was speeding, So I tell them all the time. And usually they let me off. And this is coming from somebody that went 5 years without a license for drag racing when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But, I was a truck driver for 25 years and never got any tickets, so I got a good clean record again now.
Well, I tell you what, man. I mean, I went through that whole fucking drag racing thing and the fucking SR22 insurance and
Me too.
fucking nightmare. Like, how I couldn't understand why I couldn't get the damn work permit to drive to work and back.
Yep.
It's like, we are going to severely punish you. And I'm just like, I had to just buy a stock extended cab S10 that looked like a grandpa drove it.
Yeah.
And
sneak around.
I mean,
Yep.
like, I have to fucking be able to drive to work. I'm sorry.
I ended up buying a 4-door car.
Yeah.
A 4-door car with hubcaps on it and drove it.
Yeah. And just, the only reason why I got that S10 is because, realistically, we bought it from an old man because we were going to cut it up and build it. And it had a little Jesus fish on the back tailgate. Like, fucking, had some other shit, some masons. I am a mason, by the way, but it had some other mason stuff on it. And, whatever. I mean, it had a bunch of fucking stupid badges on it. And it was stock as stock could fucking be. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Fuck,
Boring as fuck.
It was cool with me, man. Fucking didn't have no issues with it.
Beat jail. It was funny because I had that Mazda with the rotary in it. And I think I got set up. Because I was coming off of the strip where we all hung out. And these guys wanted me to race them down 9th Street. They were in a Camaro. The race started and I just instantly fucking blew their fucking doors off this old Mazda. Second I did, the cop came out. They just drove normal. Cop came out and nailed my ass. I should have just went for it. But I was heading towards the cop shop. I didn't really want to go past the cop shop running for the cops. So I was only 2 blocks from there. I was like, well, I don't like the odds here. I got railroad tracks over here, so I can't go over there. But it cost me 5 years with no license and SR22 insurance for 3 years, and $5,000 fucking fine and all that shit. This was all in '89.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, just interesting, I mean, it's...
Yep, or it was 90, I guess.
Yeah. And as you get older, I mean, you learn...
To not get caught. I mean not to do it.
well, to look ahead,
Yes.
It's like...
Know your surroundings.
It's like the other day, I was beating down fucking 270, and I was in the Civic, and there was, St. Louis County cop in the other lane, and I just kicked it neutral so he wouldn't really hear the exhaust.
Yes.
And I just was right beside him. He looked at me and he gave me a thumbs up on the car, and he hit the next lane. Actually, Saturday, a cop was behind me and Steph. I mean, he was riding my ass. I know he was scanning my license plate.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, I go, he's going to flip his lights on. He turned his lights on. I go, well, I'm getting pulled over. And she turned around. She's like, what the fuck? I'm like, for somebody that's a mini trucker, why the fuck would you turn around? Like, fucking,
Yeah.
like, man, you've been
Be cool, man. Be cool.
You've been out of the game too long. But he come around me and went after the car in front of me. Like, he had a whole nother lane. Like, I don't know what that was about, but maybe
He probably had one of those fucking things on his car. To read plates.
Well, and I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing. He was running
It probably went off, so then he was probably reading your plate to make sure it wasn't you. And then he was like, oh shit, it's the wrong car.
Yeah, and the other thing is, what I was thinking is maybe he was riding me so hard is so the car in front of me couldn't see him.
Yeah, hiding.
And then he flipped the lights on. I tapped the brake. He just come around me like Fast and the Furious, and he got right in front of me. And I was like, what the hell? And then he was getting the car. And man, that motherfucker had a hard time making a decision on where he was going to pull over at. Because this one...
He was contemplating running, wasn't he?
Yeah, this went on for about 3 miles. And you know what? It could have been a stolen car.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he's running my plates, but goddamn, he's got to be close enough.
Yo, man, hide the weed, man.
Yeah, so, and that's probably what he was doing. He snuck up behind me, so they really couldn't see him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, it's always some bullshit in St. Louis. I mean, these young motherfuckers, they know what they're doing. They can go steal the shit, and they'll just take them home to their mom and dad.
Yep. Snack them on the hands. Hey, we got DJs coming in.
Yeah, cool. We sure do.
Well, they don't look wet.
No, they don't look wet. I mean, maybe it stopped fucking raining. I don't know.
God, I hope so.
Let me look at the weather here.
I know we're calling a lot of rain this morning, but...
Yeah. No, it said it was lightly sprinkling, so I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know. Maybe
they weren't drenched, so...
No, they don't even look wet. So, I mean, they're coming in maybe the back way. I mean, who fucking knows? Hey, you know what? A lot of people have been parking in the parking garage.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't.
I don't know. I don't do it. Like...
I don't want to walk that far. It's farther to walk than before we park.
Well, that's what I kind of feel,
Yeah.
Yesterday when I rode Creve Park, I meant to tell you this before we jump out of here. That tornado damage that hit the soccer fields and all that shit.
Yeah.
And boy, they were out there. There was a fucking fuck ton of people out there rebuilding that shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, they were
done.
reseeding it and all that. Yeah, because soccer's going on right now. So, I mean, but I never really thought about that tornado that hit all the shit and us and all that. Really fucked up the soccer fields. And everybody's like, well, it's just a soccer field. No, there was buildings and stuff out there, too.
Oh, yeah. There's announcer boxes out there.
Yeah, it fucked everything up.
Oh, yeah.
They found some of the goalie nets ripped out of the ground in Creve Coeur Lake.
I bet.
So that's how, I mean, they said it was an EF2 tornado, but man, I think it was more like an EF3.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, on that note, I wanted to remind me to tell you about that. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow's hump day, Wednesday. Grab a coworker and hump their leg. So that's tomorrow. The DJs are coming in here for the drive time home. And then...
I'm going to go home and eat me some tacos.
Yeah, then alternative tonight. Alternative.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a new show that it's actually coming out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It'll be coming out soon.
Okay.
There's some new hosts that are joining with us, and
cool.
It's gonna be pretty cool. Still flavor with the alternative,
Right.
So, but on that note, guys, we're getting out of here. Have a good Taco Tuesday. If you see somebody with some New Balances, please tell them to buy some new fucking shoes. And we out of this bitch. You're listening to 96.1 Dragon in the Afternoon on the #1 station in the world for car enthusiast styling. We'll see ya.
See ya.